Step into the world of power, loyalty, and luck.
I'm gonna make him an offer he can't refuse.
With family, cannolis, and spins mean everything.
Now, you wanna get mixed up in the family business.
Introducing The Godfather at ChumbaCasino.com. Test your luck in the shadowy world of The Godfather slot.
Someday, I will call upon you to do a service for me.
Play The Godfather now at ChumbaCasino.com.
Welcome to the family.
No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. 21 plus. Terms and conditions apply.
Welcome back to the deep dive. So we asked you to send us some searches that have been on your mind lately, and wow, did you deliver?
A real treasure trove of curiosity.
You know, it's like getting a glimpse into what everyone's really thinking about.
Yeah, exactly, like a snapshot of the collective online mind.
And you know, there was one event that absolutely dominated the submissions.
Oh, yeah.
Men's NCAA basketball championship from 2025.
Ah, makes sense. It's huge.
Tons of searches about the teams, especially,
Let me guess. Florida and Houston.
you got it, Florida versus Houston.
I mean, what a matchup.
It was a big one.
Right.
But people weren't just searching for like the basic info.
Right.
They wanted to know everything. The game times, the schedule, and of course,
The big one.
who won. Our mission today is to break down all these searches.
I like it. A deep dive into the data.
And see if we can figure out what exactly made this event so captivating.
Sounds good to me. Let's do it.
Okay, so let's start with the most obvious.
Yeah.
That Florida versus Houston matchup. I mean, the sheer volume of searches, every possible combination you can think of.
Florida versus Houston. Houston versus Florida.
Yeah, even searches for the odds, like Florida versus Houston odds.
Oh, yeah. Definitely saw that.
So what do you think?
Well, it tells me this wasn't just any game.
Right.
This was the game.
The game.
Well,
But why? What do you think made it so interesting?
Well, first off, close game. You know, people were looking up those odds. They wanted to see who had the edge.
Oh, I see.
A nail biter, probably down to the wire.
Oh, edge of your seat stuff.
Exactly.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. And we know that the stakes were, well,
Just sky high.
the highest, right? I mean, we saw tons of searches for NCAA championship and March Madness final.
Yeah, those are big ones.
People weren't messing around.
No, they wanted to know about the championship, the final showdown,
Not just some regular season game.
Yep.
This was it.
the culmination of everything.
Exactly.
So much excitement and anticipation.
Okay, so we know everyone was super interested in this Florida-Houston matchup.
Yep.
And we know that the stakes were incredibly high.
The championship on the line.
But there's another key element here, and that's, time.
Ah, yeah, time.
Searches like, what time is the NCAA championship game?
When is the NCAA championship game?
Huge. People needed to know when to tune in.
Right.
So it seems like a lot of folks were planning to watch this live.
Makes sense.
A big, cultural moment.
Yeah, a shared experience.
You gather with your friends, you have some snacks, and you watch.
Exactly.
Yes.
You need to know when to do all that.
Exactly. You can't miss tip-off. Okay, so we've got the matchup, the stakes, and the timing.
Right.
But the ultimate question, of course, is who won?
The million-dollar question.
And we saw tons of searches for who won March Madness 2025.
Oh, yeah, that's a classic.
A classic. But here's something interesting.
Mm.
There were also a bunch of searches specifically about Houston's championship history.
Has Houston won a national championship in basketball?
That's the one.
That is interesting.
Right. What do you make of that?
Well, it seems like there was a lot of buzz around Houston potentially winning it all.
Oh, I see.
Maybe they were considered a favorite. Maybe they'd come close before, and this was their year.
Oh, so there's a whole narrative around Houston.
Definitely a narrative, yeah. Like a will they, won't they kind of thing.
Right. And of course, we saw a few searches for other teams like,
Did Auburn win today?
did Auburn win today? Maybe some hopeful Auburn fans out there.
Probably. You always have those dedicated fans. But yeah, the Houston searches really stand out.
They really do. Okay, so it wasn't just the championship game that had people's attention.
Right.
We saw searches for basketball games, NCAA March Madness, even Final Four schedule.
Oh, yeah. People were following the whole tournament.
A whole thing, yeah.
Build up, the upsets, all of it.
The madness, right. So if we take a step back and look at the big picture here, it's pretty clear that the 2025 men's NCAA basketball championship, especially that Florida-Houston game, was a huge deal.
A major cultural event.
People were glued to their screens, eager to find out who would win.
And whether Houston would finally get that championship.
Exactly.
It's amazing how these searches can reveal so much.
Really is. So I'm curious, what do you think made that Florida-Houston matchup so special?
That's a good question.
Was it the individual players?
Maybe.
A history of rivalry between the teams?
Could be.
Or maybe some crazy upsets earlier in the tournament that shook things up.
Yeah, anything is possible.
Something to ponder, right?
Absolutely.
Well, that's all the time we have for today's deep dive. Thanks for joining us and for sending in your searches.
It was a pleasure.
Always fascinating to see what's on everyone's minds.
Until next time.
See you next time.
Step into the world of power, loyalty, and luck.
I'm gonna make him an offer he can't refuse.
With family, cannolis, and spins mean everything.
Now, you wanna get mixed up in the family business.
Introducing The Godfather at ChumbaCasino.com. Test your luck in the shadowy world of The Godfather slot.
Someday, I will call upon you to do a service for me.
Play The Godfather now at ChumbaCasino.com.
Welcome to the family.
No